Welcome to the video. This is my Vivisectionist Trip Monk. I call him Bitey Tripperson. If you guys like these builds, always be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you can see the next ones that I do. If you guys have any recommendations for what I should do with my next type of build, let me know in the comments below. It stirs the creative juices. Also, if you guys are looking for the build description for this, I'll put them up in a couple of days unless somebody, one of my awesome subscribers, just watches the video and builds it out for you guys. And if they do, then I pin that comment at the top of the video so they get fame and recognition. So I was working out on how to make the best trippageness person that I could come up with. I wanted to trip a lot, and so this is what I knocked out over here is a Vivisectionist monk. So we're going to go with Tiefling, and I'm going to explain that really quick. Tiefling is going to give us access to some good abilities we want to put in here. Our ability scores are going to be 13 for Strength, 16 Dex, Con 10, because I leave it there always. Intelligence is 13, and Wisdom is 16, and Charisma is 12. Fun fact, I couldn't find anywhere that it tells you that you need Intelligence to use your spells from your alchemist, but it is intelligence, so you need 16 intelligence to cast 6th level spells. Our skills we're going to go for are actually trickery, stealth, perception, and use magic device. I want to see the traps, I want to see hidden people, and I want to be able to go sneaky because of sneak attack, and I want to be able to unlock everything. Oh, by the way, our heritage is motherless, the Quillipoth spawn, because of 2 to strength, 2 to wisdom, -2 to intelligence is bad, but we need the mobility. We also get blur, but we get that secondary bite attack that deals 1d6. So at first level in melee range, we will first level have 2 attacks per round, and one of those is a bite attack. That's why we went motherless. I don't know why I didn't put that up first. Our first level abilities is actually going to be Weapon Finesse because we're going Dex build with this, so Weapon Finesse is what we want. Now, the cool thing about this, I'm going to grab Stone Fist to show you guys something. We're definitely going to go for Shield, Reduce Person, and True Strike, and then Expeditious Retreat. I always mess that up for you guys. We'll grab Enlarge later on, and I think we can grab another thing after that. But we want the shield for the shield bonus. Reduce Person is going to give us an extra chance to hit, and more armor class as well. Yeah, I'm going Lawful Good because later on I know that there are some Lawful Good only monk robes that I can wear that really help us out. So, Lawful Good. Lawful Good Vivisectionist that trips people, knocks them down, and bites them. Right? Roleplay. Now, important to this build is the Cloak of the Winter Wolf. From the bridge over the Gudrun River, there's a Cloak of the Winter Wolf there. You definitely want to grab that. I'm actually doing this playthrough over here at Dragonleaf Gulch, if you guys were wondering where this is. It allows you to get a free trip attack whenever you bite somebody, and since we are getting a bite attack at level 1 being a Vivisectionist, then that's why we have the Cloak of the Winter Wolf. Okay, it trips the target. It's the main part of the build. At level 2, we actually bump over to Monk. We grab Traditional Monk because he has more will. You can see here 5 versus a regular will of 3. We grab the Traditional Monk. That's going to open us up to adding our Wisdom to our armor class, and it's going to give us unarmed strikes, and it's going to open us up for some pummeling style and pummeling bully later on. Trickery, stealth, perception. Combat reflexes, you make an additional number of attacks of opportunity per round equal to your dexterity bonus, which is crazy because this is going to give us a lot of dexterity. Combat reflexes at level 2. So at level 2, we have Flurry of Blows, unarmed. We also have a bite attack. At level 3, we never touch Monk again. We go back into Vivisectionist, and we put our points into Perception, use Magic Device, all that stuff. At level 3, we grab Combat Expertise. That can give us some extra armor class early on. And then we're going to grab Fast Stealth. We could have grabbed Feral Mutagen here, which would actually give us more bites. But we're going to go Fast Stealth because right now we can grab it early on and be fast while being stealth. And we can grab the Feral Mutagen at level 5. So we're grabbing Fast Stealth here because it's an open spot in the build. If you want to put Feral Mutagen first, go ahead. But you guys know I like Fast Stealth. I'm going to be stealth most of the game. I want to be fast at it. Here I'm going to grab Stone Fist, and that's to show you something later on. We also get some poison resistance with Vivisectionist. I will be grabbing some resist poison spells just because it'll help my buddies out. Level 4, we go Alchemist, Vivisectionist again. We're going to put that point into Dexterity. And then we go trickery, stealth, and of course perception. We want to see them. Here, go for enlarged person. Make your buddies enlarged, or I think you can only make yourself enlarged. Maybe it helps with trip a little bit. I mean, it does. Level 5, we're going for Vivisectionist again. Trickery, stealth, perception, use magic device. At level 5, we're going to go for trip because we got combat expertise earlier. We need to grab trip even though we're getting free trips. We wanted to grab trip because it opens up for greater trip later on. Here we can grab that feral mutagen, which is crazy. Feral mutagen gives us 2 claw attacks and an extra bite attack. So at level, if you would have grabbed feral mutagen at level 3, you'd have been having flurry of blows, a bite attack, and 2 claw attacks and a bite attack at level 3. But level 5, again, I wanted that fast stealth because I sneak around everywhere I go. Now, we are immune to poison later on as a Vivisectionist, so delay poison may not be what you want to grab, but you definitely want to grab resist energy. It's going to help us out against elemental stuff, especially like wisps. Wisps. Level 6, Alchemist, Vivisectionist again, Trickery, Stealth, Perception. Spell we want to grab here is Bark Skin. It's going to give us some extra AC and free up an amulet spot for something like a Wisdom amulet instead of a Natural Armor amulet. Level 7, we're grabbing Trickery, Stealth, Perception, a little bit of Use Magic. Use Magic device is always great for spells if you want to get some scrolls. Here, we're actually going to go for, we're going to grab Blind Fight here early. It's going to help us against, just people that are, whatever it's called, phased. The people. What does Blind Flight do? Against the concealed. That's what it's called, phased. Gosh, kill me. Concealed. And then we're going to actually grab Feral Wings. So now, whenever we pop our mutagen, not only do we get claws and bite attacks, we also have +3 dodge armor against melee attacks. Feral Wings at level 7. So at level 7, we're pretty fun. We're going to grab Delay Poison here because we're not immune to poison until much later on, and this will still help us with our buddies. There's not a lot you can pick from with being a Vivisectionist anyways. We don't get immunity to poison until around level 11 for us. Here we're going to put this point actually into Intelligence because we have to go to a total of 16 intelligence to be able to naturally cast the spells, but our cognitogens, mutagens and stuff will actually take away some of our wisdom and intelligence. So you got to get some stuff going on here. Our 3rd level spell that we're, why are you over here? Our 3rd level spell that we want to grab first is Heroism, because it's a +2 to saves and attack rolls and skill checks. 10-minute duration. We want to grab that before we grab Haste or Displacement, because those things are really only a round per level. So 10 minutes a level is a much better buff for us at this point. At level 9, we're grabbing that Vivisectionist again. This is where the stuff starts to become fun. We're going to grab Greater Trip here, and we're going to grab a combat trick and grab Fury's Fall. You use your strength and agility. Let's say that again. Strength and dexterity to send foes to the ground. It says the benefit is when you're making a trip attack, you add. So it's plussing, adding your dexterity bonus to your CMB. And the reason why you take Fury's Fall over Agile Maneuvers anytime, unless you're going for just a Sunder, Dirty Trick, or Bull Rush build, is Agile says that it actually, you add your dexterity bonus to your base attack bonus instead of your strength. So as a Vivisectionist, I'm going to have a high strength and a high dex. I want those to be combined. And Agile Maneuvers would actually take my strength bonus away. So Fury's Fall is why we grab this at level 9. We've got Greater Trip, which is going to give us attacks of opportunity now whenever they're laying on their back. And since we are a Vivisectionist, we have sneak attacks. For those attacks of opportunity, that's where our damage is going to come in. It's going to be beautiful. We got Greater Trip and we got Fury's Fall. Going to make them fall. Level 9. I don't know why I do that voice. Leave me alone. Here you can start grabbing your Displacement or your Haste. It's going to give you extra armor class here. Sometimes as I'm talking, my voice starts to just mess up, and I just go with it. Level 10 is level 9 Alchemist. Trickery, Stealth, Perception, use magic device. Here we're going to grab Displacement or Protection from Energy. I would grab Protection from Energy first because, again, wisps and stuff. We grab Displacement later on. It doesn't matter. Level 11 is Alchemist level 10. This is where you're immune to poison, okay? And at level 11, this is where we start having some real fun, okay? We got Greater Trip, which we have to trigger ourselves, or if we're using that cloak, anytime we bite, they fall down. But we're going to go for Pummeling Style. okay, which will unlock later on at level 13 Pummeling Bully. And here we're going to do a combat trick. And we're going to grab Hammer the Gap. And we're going to read, too. I can go anywhere. Hammer the Gap. When you make a full attack, each consecutive hit against the same opponent deals extra damage equal to the number of previous consecutive hits you made against that opponent this turn. And this damage is multiplied on a critical hit. So all of my bites, all my claws, all my punches will all consecutively add together during the round. So it'll add an extra 6 to 7 damage at the end of the round to my last hit to these people. And it's multiplied on a critical hit. We definitely want to grab Greater Invisibility over Stone Skin at first. Greater Invisibility is going to be where we're getting a lot of our sneak attacks from. At level 12, we're grabbing our Vivisectionist again, and here we're definitely grabbing Intelligence. We're going for Stealth, Trickery, Perception, Use Magic Device. We're going to grab Displacement here because we need to. It helps us with not being hit. Level 13, we grab Alchemist as well. Yeah, so at level 13, we are going to grab Pummeling Bully. Right here. When you use Pummeling Style to make an entire full attack or flurry of blows against a single target, if you hit with any of your attacks, you attempt a trip combat maneuver check as a free action. And then our medical discovery is going to be Greater Mutagen. Okay. Now instead of it just being a +4 to Dex, it's actually +6 to Dex and +4 to Strength or +4 to Constitution. Okay. We definitely need to talk about getting Elemental Body level 1 or level 2 at some point because Elemental Body helps you not get hurt by some elementals and some fire damage and some negative energy stuff at a bald hilltop kind of area. Don't want to get into spoilers, but Elemental Body is good for you. Level 14, we take Alchemist. And the spell we want to grab here is Spell Resistance. It's a minute per level, and it's Spell Resistance. I don't have to really get into that, right? Do I have to, people? No? Okay, Spell Resistance. It's what we want. Level 15, we are going to go for Vivisectionist again, grabbing all these things here. This is where it starts to get fun. Okay, we're going to go for Improved Blind Fight. And we're not even going to read it because right after that, we're going for Combat Trick, and we're grabbing Greater Blind Fight right in one level. And this makes it that your melee attacks ignore the mischance for less than total concealment, and you treat opponents with total concealment as if they had only normal concealment. So 20% mischance versus 50% mischance. You don't want to go against wisps or other people that have concealment without these things right here. So we don't really need Elemental Body 2. We don't need Polymorph. We don't need B-Shape 3. We didn't grab Stone Skin earlier. So this is the point where you want to go back and you want to grab that Stone Skin, okay? At level 16, we're going to put that other point into Intelligence, Trickery, Stealth, Perception, or Use Magic Device. This opens us up to get Arcana, which is going to be great for getting some checks done and to also identifying some items. Again, we don't need B-Shape 3, Elemental Body 2, Polymorph, Stone Skin, Communal. So you can actually go back down and grab some other spell levels of things that you want here. I would recommend grabbing maybe Protections from Arrows. That's pretty good. Ranged people don't do any damage to you whatsoever, even if they could hit you. But maybe you just want to go Restoration and get a little bit of heal on in there. There's not a lot you need past this. You don't need the polymorphs and stuff. You don't need those beast shapes. So maybe you want to go and get the Restoration, which when we run into fatigue and exhaustion and negative energy levels, Restoration's really, really your friend. Level 17 is where I'm stopping this video. You guys can pick the next 3 levels of feats however you want. But level 17, I'm stopping the video here at level 17 because it's in-game and it's all I want to do because I'm lazy. You guys can figure out 3 levels at the end, right? So here we're actually going to go for Improved Critical Unarmed Strike because we're going to be doing a lot of Unarmed Strike per rounds. And we're going to go for our fancy here Medical Discovery is actually going to be Grand Mutagen. +8 to 1 ability score Dexterity and +6 to Strength. Okay, we want the Grand Mutagen. Spell we're going to grab here, I tested this out. Dragonkind does not give you, it only gives you 26 attack fully buffed, and your armor class is actually 47, and its attacks per round are really, really low, compared to Transformation. Transformation is your last thing you cast before you go into battle, and it makes you a beast. So with all that said, we are level 17. We're going to be fighting a level 16 plant So we're one level bigger than it, all by ourselves. I want to show you guys how this works. All right, so first thing I want to show you guys right now is that I am level 17, so you guys can see that. But I have a damage of 1d6 plus 1. I am unarmed, as you can see right here. And the thing I want to show you that 1d6 plus 1 is because this Stone Fist spell, while it might be great at level 1 when you actually cast it upon yourself, it actually takes away that plus 1. So not the best thing, not the best spell. You know, at level 1 it's great, but later on it actually takes plus 1 away from you. I don't know why. So we're rocking 13 strength, 17 dex, 10 con, 18 intelligence, 16 wisdom, 12 charisma. We don't have a lot of items on to buff us up right now. We're stock 21 AC here. I've got some a 1 deflection ring on, braces of armor plus 4, a bomb throwing thing, the cloak of the Winter Wolf, and then 2 intelligence headband. Right here, I would definitely get a wisdom amulet. It's going to help you out with your defense a lot more because of being a monk. So let's just buff ourselves up real quick. As soon as we pop our grand mutagen, we're going to just go crazy. Our strength is now 19, and our dexterity is 25. So our armor class went up to 30, and that also gave us, that mutagen also gave us claw attacks, and as you can see right here, it gave us wings. So we've got some already good stuff right there happening to us. We're going to put on our bark skin, which is now going to put us up to 35 armor class. We're going to do our attack's 20, and when we put on our heroism, of course, it's going to put us up to 22. Right there, that's quick math. We're going to do shield. Right now we're at 35 armor class. The shield is going to give us 39 if you can do math. Okay, that's good. We're going to do spell resistance because if somebody casts a spell at us, we want to be able to resist it. We're going to do reduce person. Yes, it takes 2 away from my combat maneuver bonus, but it gives me extra armor class and chance and 1+ chance to hit. So my chance to hit is 22. My AC is 39. Let's pop reduce person. Plus, you just look like a cute little tiefling with little wings and stuff, and you're going to run around biting people, and you're a lawful good. So reduce person puts us up to 41 with a 24 attack. Now we're gonna hit haste, which now puts us at 42 and 25 attack, extra attacks per round. We're gonna hit displacement. We're gonna hit greater invisibility. All right. So right now we're 42, 25 attack, 42 AC, and we are going to hit that transformation spell, which makes us go crazy. We can no longer cast spells at this point. As you can see, it's all grayed out on the left there, but we now have 31 to attack, 48 armor class, and our attacks are 17, 12, 7, and 2, and we have a whole bunch of bites, claws, and trips. So we're going to run over to this plant dealio. I've got my artificial intelligence actually on now, and I'm going to show you guys how fun this is. So this class has high spell resistance, high trickery, high perception, high stealth, high use magic device, great arcana. So I actually kind of want to replay the entire game as this guy. He's super fast because he's invisible with fast stealth. I think this guy actually sees me. He's level 16, as you can see. We're going to go over there, and I think he sees me first, but again, we're going to try to get our first attack off, and I'm going to read this whole thing to you, okay? As soon as we do it, right here. And boom. Okay, so he hit me for 16, right? I got an attack, or he got an attack of opportunity off on me. It says Bitey Tripperson attacks Poisonous Giant, hit. I rolled a 36 attack roll to his 20 armor class. I did 35 damage to him. That instantly made me trip him, right? And his combat maneuver defense was 36. I rolled a 40. That gives me an attack of opportunity, which makes me hit him. I rolled a 36 versus his 16 because he's flat-footed. So I did 31 damage to him. That was just 2 hits, right? That's all I've done so far. But now he's on the ground. I'm hitting him for more. I just hit him for another 30. Okay, again with his armor class being 16 because he's flat-footed. 30. 38. You see that 6 right there? That was actually from me biting them with my Cloak of the Winter Wolf. Again, you can see right here, as soon as I hit him with that bite, it says I use a combat maneuver trip against Poisonous Giant Flytrap. 52 roll versus his combat defense of 36. Okay, and we just plug through this guy. Boom, 44, and he's done. Critical hit, sneak attack. We just did a jack ton of damage to him. Yeah, that's fun. I probably should have saved that. Should show you that again. I really like this build, and like I said, I think I'm going to take it through the single-player campaign solo by himself and see if I don't need anybody. I want to test its viability. I'm having fun with the Vivisectionist. I kind of wish I would have tried them out earlier because they are pretty fun. I want to go and have fun with these guys. Did I not use my reduced person yet? You know, I want to go and do it. If you guys like these builds, if you like me playing through them and kind of showing you what they can do, I enjoy this character class right here. I want to go do all that stuff again, but without you having to listen to me read off the numbers. 31 attack, 48 armor class, lots of attacks per round. I'm just going to let you guys, I'm going to pull this all the way up. We're going to run over here. We are already invisible, and I'm going to go for it. That was 6 attacks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 attacks. So yeah, that's a lot of damage. I mean, I'm doing 40s and 44s. I don't have any kind of monk gloves that are giving me any kind of like damage. I don't even know if they're already out there because I haven't gotten that far in the game. But the schematics are here, the strats here. If you like this build, use it. Thank you guys for watching this. I'm gonna go make some more videos.